If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different.
Today, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First play, first pass for Brady. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. During this one, he'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something? Let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Brady's throw complete to Otten. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a deep.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
A first carry for the second-year man. It's Najee Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The Steelers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Tyson Alualu coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Brady to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 8 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles is Jack. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. Here's Brady. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, 41 yards. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Brady now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 11 now. To throw is Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. To throw, it's Brady. And this one caught by Beasley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He'll go right back to Beasley. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Three yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers. Right at the 30. Harris will start the drive out. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 70 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start. 1-yard gain up to the 26. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Brady going to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Harris running straight ahead. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 18-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Setting up the screen, Harris. A little juke, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trubisky will throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From midfield, here's Brady. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Brady to throw again. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. He's got room at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 36, Brady looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. On the move past the 40. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Brady. Eluding the pressure right, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.